Hey everybody, nice to see you here today for a new recipe here in the kitchen. And I am about to turn the stove on so that I have pre-sprayed this Farberware skillet with obviously a spray instead of using an oil or butter. I don't really like using that, as a lot of you know. And we're doing this one live today. So, as I told you guys, I would earlier in another live video that we would be working with the sweet Italian sausage. Here it is. And we'd be making like little meatballs with this. So, this will only take like a little pinch of the meat. Swirl that around in your hands. Now this will actually stay pretty firm, so you don't really need all that breading. You don't need all that breading. You just don't. So that's less fat, less anything that you don't want in your body. Now, when you do this, it depends on how many people you're feeding, really. And the other thing we're going to do when we get all these in there, get that paper on the back. You know, like that little piece of paper on the back of your meat, sometimes that likes to stick. It likes to stick a little to meat, but just roll it off of it. And just get the meat. You know, sometimes you'll accidentally get a few bigger than the others, like this guy. But yeah, just like get them in there, make a circle of them around. Like, I'll have to get a spoon out in a moment, as I usually do. That wooden spoon in the kitchen. Yay. To this, you know, I actually decided I would use some of the red cabbage with this, with mushrooms and garlic, because I'm thinking, you know what, that really sounds good. And we're going to get a lot of the vitamins in with this, along with the protein. And the fact that the sweet Italian sausage actually has sage, and sage is good for you. And it's also good for your heart, or hearts. And it's also good for relieving tension. And it's good for anybody that has high blood pressure, high cholesterol, you know. So yes, it is good for that. So as you can hear in the pan, starting to sizzle. Trying to put a little comedy into this. I'm not doing that good. Let me know if I am. Hey, that's good as well. So, I'm not going to try to bore you with like too many of these. So if I do some bigger than others, hey, that's all right. This. It was funny one day when I was at a Puerto Rican friend deli in North Philadelphia. He was trying to ask me how do you say meatballs in Spanish, and I'm like, you're the one that speaks fluent Spanish, not me. And he was telling this guy meatballs in Spanish, and the guy was like, what? I'm like, Joe, it says it on the back of the package in Spanish. And he was like, oh, and I'm like, why'd you tell the guy it's your balls in there? Like, wow. I'll get monetized for that, but it's a joke. Yeah, like, the guy doesn't want to know that you put your balls in there. So I was trying to tell the guy, you know, hey, he didn't know what he was saying. It's like, no, he's loco in the cabeza. I'm like, I don't know that much Spanish. So, like, some people mistake me for thinking that I do. I don't know that much Spanish. You know, I'm not, no, I wasn't going to say a bad word. I don't speak that much Spanish. I just don't. I got mistaken for that a lot in Philadelphia, thinking that I was Latina. I was like, huh? Wait, hold up. They're like, oh, I thought you were Puerto Rican. No, sorry, dudes. Anyway, so I am making some of these a little bit bigger. About like, yay big. You're like, wait, hold on. That's not the teeny ones. That means you can make the teeny ones. That's going to go a little further. Or in the pan when you're doing this, you can just go ahead and just break it up. And just make the smaller bits in there. This is just more convenient if you have more people. You're just making the meatballs. So as soon as we get that done, I'm going to put a little bit, and you know what I forgot to get out of the cupboard? I forgot to get out of the cupboard the liquid smoke, which I would add into this for a little bit of bold flavor. And if I really want that in there. There's not much of the meat left into this, but most of the ingredients in here, sweet Italian sausage, a lot of people just don't think about. If you're like me, you can actually make a meatball in one hand. You definitely can. If you don't like using your hands, you can actually get a melon baller. Yes, you can. Use a melon baller if you don't like to touch meat with your hands. It's my idea to use. I'm going to turn the heat down on this a little bit because I've been burnt before. I have this scar. So I have a little thing with crackly poppy at my face. Yeah. Been burnt by cooking before. So sure, a few of us are a little glitchy about that. In the kitchen, little kitchen glitchy. Maybe that's a new thing, kitchen glitch. It's not a tryptophobe thing. I don't believe in tryptophobia. Arachnophobia, yes. I have seen a wolf spider the size of a freaking dinner plate. The size of a dinner plate, yeah. Well, this is actually almost the size of the lid to this pan. I whacked that thing with a heavy push broom. Oh yeah. Well, innards came out. I'm not going to tell you the whole story on that. I don't want to gross you out while I'm cooking. So, now that all of that is gone, through the package, let me wash my hands. I'll be right back. You really have to wash your hands because it's sticky to you. Makes everything slippery. And now that I'm back over here to you, let me grab that spoon. Probably got this one. For some reason. Listen to grab this one in there. And I know I'm not using my other device today, so yeah, I am using my phone to be live. My other device does not do live stream yet. I have to set that up. I don't like to cook too late. If you have diabetes or borderline diabetes, try not to add, I feel like it's still Monday. Try not to eat past 6 o'clock. Yay. Yeah, try not to eat past 6 o'clock if you can help it. If you can help it. If you can't help it, try to eat something healthy. That way you balance out your pancreas and it doesn't overload. That's why I try to do like the healthier things for everybody. But even like if you really have this health issue, you're not overloading your pancreas. Even if you are a healthy person, and you go to the doctor and then you're like, oh, I don't know why I feel like this. You're like, you know what? Let's check something out. And then boom, next thing you know, you're diabetic. And you're like, but I'm like one of the healthiest people. And I do this and I do that. And then you're like, how could I become diabetic if my lifestyle is like this? Well, your body can just all of a sudden, as you age, boom, it changes. If you, and I'm going to do, this isn't my sugar. This isn't my sugar. If you're using the sugar, it can eventually trip your pancreas into overload and say, surprise, you're diabetic. Certain medications can also trigger that. Put a little bit of water into this to steam it. You know which measuring cup. Yes, here. And as usual, it's not going to take that much water. I actually put like 3/4 of a cup. The meat around in here, kind of in a circle. Circle it around the way the water just goes in the middle. In fact, I'll show you guys that. I can bring you like right over here. You can see the pan. Don't know how good you can see that. And then you really don't need that much in there. And then the sound has changed. Back to my mug. Yeah, the sound has changed on that, so we're going to go ahead and leave that off. Then I shall show you the vegetables that we will be using with this. And we will end up steaming that a little when we put the veg in there. And of course we will be using some garlic. Let me move that over a little bit. Clean that up. Now, like I said, we'll be using the red cabbage. Red cabbage, people, yum. There is calcium in this. There you have your vitamin D's in this, and vitamin K. And I am using, oh, let me get that white button mushroom out there. White button mushroom, yay. And now, if I really wanted to make this creamy and I wanted to add, and I do have something with spinach and asparagus mix. All I have to do is just like reach right in here. Now, this comes from a local place that I sometimes go to, and it's a Rothschild brand. It's a artichoke spinach dip and spread. Now, you can also use this if you want to do a dish like this, but you want to make it kind of creamy consistency, and it would also add those two vegetables into it. I don't really have much of this left in here. I've used a lot in some other foods that I've ate. I use a lot of this with salad. That's why there's not a lot of this left. I will admit that I have used this with my salads. So instead of putting salad dressing on my salad, I know you guys want to know how much salt is in this because you guys know how I am with sodium. So sodium in two, that's the whole jar. 2 grams of sodium. That's it. You guys know how I am about salt. That answers your question. answers your question. I read my labels quite well. And when I do go to a local farm or a local farmer's market, and I look for stuff like this, yes, it can be pricey, but sometimes it's worth it. Some local farmers markets, if you are on a budget or if you have assistance, they will take that. Some places will take that. Never hesitate to look. Never hesitate to look for that online. If you have friends that have that, just to help them out. So we are going to check this because that meat should be just about done. Oh, that's so pretty. I have to show it to you. Let me put this back in the fridge. I have to put that back in the fridge so I can show this to you because, like, even the broth stock in this, I have to show you that broth stock is. I wish it was like smell-o-vision. I don't know how many times I can say that. Let me show you. Even the broth stock off of this. It's like smell-o-vision. So, yes, it's like just so good in here. And these are actually done. So what I'm going to do, and yes, I'm going to just go ahead and add the vegetables into the middle of this so that the broth stock can, the person that was going to take over the camera just witnessed an accident at the Chick-fil-A again. Very, very bad. I think that's actually a bad spot for that traffic light. I've witnessed them before. I had to call emergency services for that area, or for this area just outside the window. But that's not going to stop us from cooking. He just went out there and took care of it. So yes, what we're going to do at this point, since that broth stock is in there, we are going to take a pat of butter. Okay, we're going to take a pat of butter into this, which to me would actually be like 2 pats, because you guys know how I'm about that. To me, today's pat of butter is 2 pats. Sorry, I had to get that butter off my hands. And then at this point is where I'm going to go ahead and add that garlic, because I really want that garlic in there at this point. You guys know this with me too. And still have some of the garlic oil in there. I hope eventually I do get a view on this. I don't really care. You guys can view this later. I gotta go get some more garlic. This jar is like now garlically empty. I'll rinse that. I don't care, garlic, it smells so good. It's empty now. See, look, I gotta go get more garlic. I don't really care. And the next step to this is, like, let that melt down. You can turn down the heat a little bit more to a very medium-low heat. And then that's when you add in, yes, that is exactly when you add in your cabbage, because you want that cabbage to be able to cook really good. And I'll show you guys this as soon as I get that cabbage in there. You know, just handfuls of cabbage. This is going to be so good. Okay, now that they have me back, because I'm not going to stop my video, we're going to continue to put the cabbage in here. I don't know, I'm getting monetized. I just went over and watched Justin do some of his live stream before I came up to cook, and I wished him well. He works with Rob Dyke. Really awesome guy he is. Awesome voice for singing. Yes, he does. Justin has an awesome singing voice. You should check him out. Yeah, he really does. He really does. And I really wish Justin well in his like YouTube career and for singing. I'll be right back, guys. Just sit down. Just sit down. I'll look at that as soon as I'm done. Okay, I'm still recording. Just sit right here. I'm still recording.
What?
I'm still recording.
Okay, good.
This is now on my video.
Right.
I know. This is now on my video. I want you to sit down right here. I'll be right back. As soon as I'm done, okay? Sit. Sit down and do not move. I'll be back as soon as I'm done. Sorry about that. The elderly man I helped take care of just fell. As soon as I'm done with this video, I have to take care of his arm. I'll be right back, okay? I want you to stay. I want you to stay there. Stay seated. Stay seated. Can you understand?
Yeah.
Stay seated. And I don't want you to get up.
I'll go to the bathroom.
The bathroom's that way.
Yeah.
This is not where the bathroom is.
No one.
No, now you have to stay here. You have to stay here because that's bleeding. Sit down. Sit.
Well, I gotta go to the bathroom.
Well, then when
Let me go. Let me go to the
okay,
bathroom.
go to the bathroom, come down and
Yeah, we'll
sit.
put Band-Aid on this.
No, you have to put a compress on that. When you come back down, I'll put a compress. Sorry about that, viewers. I have to put a first aid compress on his arm. I used to be a first responder. I know about these things. Oh, I lost a bit of cabbage. Anyway, sorry if you heard that. Yeah. So some of this cabbage, which I'll show you while I went into the other room. That's actually my neighbor. So some of this cabbage is steamed, so I was going to put the lid on this anyway. I will show you this guy now. Yeah, I will show you this now that some of this cabbage is already steamed. You see the color of that? Like how the purples have changed. I'll actually get my shadow away and how some of the purples have actually changed. And it still smells really awesome in here. And by the way, thanks for the thumbs up. I appreciate that. Every thumbs up that I get, every viewer that I get, really helps me in the YouTube community. Every subscriber that I get really helps me in the YouTube community because they are monetizing me even though I do cooking. Now, I'm going to add just one more pat of butter. When he comes back down, I have to put a medical compress on his arm. And he just flushed, so you guys will have to give me a moment when I leave the kitchen again. So you'll have to excuse me for that, please. So I am just going to put one more pat for the mushrooms, just for the mushrooms, okay, on there. Be right back, guys. And sit down in the sit down out there. I'll be right out. Just sit down right there. I'll be right out. Sit down. I have to go take care of him. I'll be right back, you guys. I know I still have it on live. I put the lid on it. I still have my camera. I still have my camera going.
Let's turn the light on.
No, I can see. I can see.
You have to put one here and one here.
Hold on, let me wash my hand. It's not sterile with it. You sit. I have to wash my hands in order to touch you. Be back, my viewers. Be back in a moment. I actually have a person watching me live. I actually have one viewer watching my video.
Where's Harry at?
He's outside. There was an auto accident out there.
Eh?
There was an auto accident outside.
Accident?
Yes, Chick-fil-A.
Will you go in there at night?
No, I can see perfectly fine. Where's the back team? Where's the back team?
Ain't got none of that.
We had back team.
Wait, what? I tried that get dried up.
Where back team doesn't dry up. Where'd it go?
It dried up, it doesn't wait.
We have to put a compress on that one. And then on this one. And then put a bandage on that.
Yeah.
Okay? Let me see this one now. Okay. Keep that one on there for a minute while I bandage together. I have people watching my...
I thought I broke my arm, see that? I tripped over this.
Alright, everybody can hear you on my video. Everybody can hear you. So I wanted you to stay out here. Okay?
Eh?
Everybody can hear you on my video. Don't know why.
Wait, I didn't break my arm.
No, you didn't almost break your arm. You threw yourself. The pattern that you were, you threw yourself. I know the difference. I used to be a first responder. I used to be a firefighter. You threw yourself.
That's right here.
Yes. Take that one off. There you go. Now you're not going to have to tattoo much anymore. Take that off. Take that off. You're not going to have to tattoo much anymore. I can see.
I ain't got no.
Remove the
I
skin.
got peroxide.
You're going to have to leave these on for now. Just to stop the bleeding. You're going to have to leave those on. Leave those on to stop the bleeding. Do that. Go sit over there. And when I'm done cooking, I'll dish it up. Go, you, sit over there. And don't try to come back this way. If you said you were going to go to the bathroom is not this way. This is the kitchen.
No, I wouldn't that way.
You came this way.
Eh?
You were coming this way. The bathroom is that way.
I was going to get the trash you could get out.
I'm still cooking.
I know,
Sit.
I went to the bathroom.
Sit. Okay, guys, I'm back. Let me wash my hands one more time.
Yeah.
Sit in the living room. Sit in the living room. Sit in the living room. Sorry about that, guys. Okay, now that we're back to this, and that's embarrassing because this is a live video, I will show you guys the pan. This was extremely embarrassing, and I am sorry that my viewers had to hear everything. I am extremely sorry that all of my viewers had to hear that. And I'm extremely sorry that you just had to hear that. But anyway, back to the cooking. I will show you guys the pan again. Who here wants me to put, see, I just lost my viewers. Who here wants me to put artichoke hearts in this? If you want me to, come back on. I just lost my viewers. Thanks. Anyway, like I said, I do apologize for that. It was unnecessary for my viewers to have to hear that, because it was just unnecessary. It really was. It was unnecessary. He was coming in to interrupt my video. That's why I apologize for that. Let me show you what's in the pan. Yes, I just put 2 little extra pats in here, and I mean very thin. Not even to equal a whole pat. Not even to equal a half a pat, just because it was going a little bit dry. Because I had to go take care of him and his arm. He threw himself on the floor. It's very embarrassing, and I highly apologize to my viewers for you guys having to hear that. And I'm very embarrassed. So I see, since I have a viewer back, somebody must want me to put artichoke in this, or do you guys want me, here, let me show you this. Like, this is what it looks like right now. And it does smell very good in here. I can put, because there's cabbage in this. Now, cabbage is really good with balsamic vinegar, which I plan on putting in there anyway. I really do. I plan on putting the balsamic in there. Now, you can actually add a cream sauce in with balsamic. Now, like I said, with balsamic, you only need like a couple of little hints of balsamic in there. You don't really need a lot. So yeah, you don't really need a lot. Yeah, that's my cameraman from yesterday. I apologize to my viewers. I had to apologize to my viewers. He threw himself on the floor and cut his arm up.
Take this thing up here, please.
Go take care of him, please. I'm already embarrassed. Take him to the other room, please. I've already, there, I lost my viewer again. This is embarrassing. I'm embarrassed. And I'm embarrassed to say this live on camera. Anyway, I'm almost done cooking this. I'm going to taste it, and so since this is just a straight metal pan, I can just taste it out of the pan as is. Oh my gosh. This, I cannot describe to you guys the deliciousness. Excuse me. The deliciousness of this. But I will when I come back. you know, from plating the table, the deliciousness of this in a minute. Oh, you want to plate the table? Okay. Anyway, just the deliciousness of this. You guys, oh, okay, my viewers back. Thank you. I so appreciate you. And like I said, any viewers that I get, so please try this recipe. Trust me, you'll really be satisfied. The flavor factor in this dish is just so awesome. I could have made a potato layer to go over it, but I didn't, because I'm actually, you know, I am going to save those potatoes for that other dish, the chicken dish that we talked about in the other videos with the zucchini and everything. So, please try this. I do have some cabbage left, and I will see you guys next time right here, and stay healthy, stay happy, stay positive, and as always, stay blessed, and have a great rest of your weekend. I love all my viewers, and I appreciate every one of you. And, you know, please try this because you will so enjoy this, and it's healthy, and it'll give you a boost in energy. And seriously, stay happy no matter where you are. All right, see you next time.